Welcome to English YouTube channel Wanna Speak by Veroniq. Today I would like to share with you my observations. My observations show that a lot of students have problem with speaking. They learn grammar for long years at school using old methods, get frustrated, I've also been there, and they are paralyzed when it comes to speaking, especially with native speakers. So what do you do in this situation? If you recognize this issue in yourself, this video is especially for you. We spent years learning grammar, tenses, articles, reported speech, conditionals, and we still cannot speak. Sounds familiar? Let's change the approach today. Surely a lot of teachers are going to tell you that learning grammar is important because it structures your speech. And as a teacher, I cannot disagree. However, my point is not to put the main focus on grammar, but on other aspects that are gonna make your life easier. Think about your native language. Do you know grammar perfectly? If a foreigner asked you to explain how to use some complicated structure, would you do it? Personally, I wouldn't. Because we learned our mother tongues by experience, by senses, hearing, touching, smelling, observing the reality which is around us. As a consequence, when little babies start speaking, do they learn grammar? No. Do they learn all of these complicated structures? No. So let's learn second language like that. Even being adults or teenagers, we are capable to do that. It's called learning by doing. It refers to a theory of education explained by American philosopher John Dewey. This approach means that students must interact and experience the environment on their own in order to learn and adapt. So let's be as practiced as possible. In the next part of this video, I will provide you with tips how to be as practiced as possible. What is being said by now is strictly connected with learning phrases. At school, most probably you were taught by learning word by word, translating from English to your mother tongue. Okay, forget about that for the rest of your life, all right? Right now we are learning phrases. So, by learning phrases, we are going to connect specific situation with specific phrases. Listen to some examples. I have eaten sushi in Japan. I have visited Thailand. I've been to Germany twice. Something is repeated here. And what am I referring to? To my experience, yes? Because I have eaten sushi in Japan is experience of my life. I have visited a stunning country, which is Thailand. Okay, so I share with you my experience, what has happened in my life. And you can already make some observations that something is repeated, have, right? So no matter how we call this structure, no matter what grammatical tense it is, the most important thing is that you associate this structure with experience. Next example. I'm going to go to Spain next holiday. You are going to visit me next week. Again, something is repeated. And am I referring to past, present, or future? Next holiday, next week. Future, exactly. So you are going to to the future, all right? If I were you, I would apologize to your mom. If I were you, I would start now. So what do I do here? I give you some advice, right? If I were you, I would do it, but I'm not you. So it's like unreal event. The situation that is not gonna happen. I'm never gonna be you. Please observe the structure if, where, would, okay? And associate it with advice or unreal events. And one more important thing here is where. Normally we say I was, he was, she was, but here when it comes to this particular situation, always is going to be where with every person. Singular, plural, doesn't matter. Most probably right now you're asking yourself the question, how can I make these observations? Carefully consume content in English. Keyword here is carefully, okay? You should watch Netflix, YouTube, listen to podcasts, read books, but make sure that you make observations. So if I were you, I would start watching content in English today. Expose yourself to English. Wherever you travel, use English as much as possible. Even if you say, I go to the beach yesterday, instead of saying, I went to the beach yesterday, doesn't matter. They're gonna understand you. This is what matters. Communication, understanding, and sharing our needs is the most important part of communication and learning language, right? Don't worry if you're gonna make some mistake, just express yourself. Good example here are my parents. They have really average knowledge of English, but wherever they travel, they try to use their body language, they try to express what they want, emotions, personality. And automatically people understand you. So please just express yourself. Don't worry. Don't think like 5 minutes, okay, which grammatical tense I'm gonna use here? No, don't do that. A beneficial option to challenge yourself would be solo traveling to English-speaking country. I said solo because when you are alone, you don't want to put responsibility to another person, okay? You are the responsible one. You have to eat, you have to drink, you want to go sightseeing, right? That would be awesome opportunity for you. However, if it's not possible, you can also do it in your country. For example, you can travel to another city and you can pretend that you don't speak your mother tongue and you can try to communicate in English. I think it has a great chance to work, actually. This tip might be controversial, but from psychological point of view, I think it can help so much. Talk to non-natives. I remember when I was learning English, I was completely paralyzed when it came to speaking with native speakers from UK and USA. I was thinking they're gonna judge me. Of course they will not. But this is how our mind works. So maybe it would be beneficial for you. Maybe you would feel more comfortable when you start speaking English with people from other countries, non-native speakers. And then in the next level of your journey, start speaking to native speakers. But I believe that at the beginning it's really great to break the ice with people who are also English learners. Don't translate. Every language is completely different and every language has completely different constructions. So translating word by word is not gonna work, as I mentioned before in this video. Common mistake that I've noticed from my student is instead of saying, "What are you talking about?" they say, "About what are you talking?" So they simply translate from their mother tongue to English. Of course, it's gonna be understandable. So if you make that kind of mistakes, don't worry, just practice. But I assure you, when you apply 3 first pieces of advice from this video, gradually, intuitively, you are going to stop this kind of mistakes. Okay guys, I do hope that this video helped you to change your mindset and you are open to different approaches of learning language. Visit my Instagram, wannaspeakbyveroniq, where I share my knowledge daily. If you are interested in having classes one-to-one with me, here in the description of this video you have my email and my social media, so you can contact me wherever you want. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye!